Research suggests that professional development, or PD, is more effective when it includes key mechanisms. Drawn from research on human behaviour, these mechanisms have been shown to lead to changes in practice. There are 14 mechanisms in total. These can be split into 4 groups according to their purpose. These are building knowledge, motivating teachers, developing teaching techniques, and embedding practice. PD, which includes at least one mechanism from each of these 4 groups, is more likely to lead to a lasting change to practice. The first group of mechanisms ensures that PD builds knowledge by presenting new information in ways that support understanding. Teachers' cognitive load should be carefully managed when presenting new information, for example, by focusing only on the most relevant content or through using multiple examples. PD should also build in opportunities to revisit prior learning using tasks and other strategies such as quizzing to encourage the recall of information from past sessions to make it more likely that this is retained over time. Once teachers have built knowledge, they need to be motivated to act upon it. Research has shown that setting specific goals increases the likelihood of behaviour change. Teachers can also be motivated to change practice by presenting information from a credible source. This can be achieved by supporting recommendations with robust research or by featuring a prominent academic or teacher with expertise in a particular practice to promote it. Once teachers have shown progress towards making changes to practice, acknowledging their efforts and reinforcing key messages may improve teachers' motivation to act upon PD. To effectively develop teaching techniques, PD should provide teachers with the tools they need to take action. The mechanisms in this group highlight the importance of providing clear instruction on specific techniques underpinned by evidence from trusted sources, arranging social support to enable teachers to discuss any problems, provide peer support and assistance, modelling techniques using videos or demonstrations from practitioners with expertise to allow teachers to observe problems and consider potential solutions before facing these themselves in practice, providing supportive feedback to help teachers improve specific techniques, and providing opportunities to rehearse techniques at least once before implementing them in classroom contexts. Once teachers have developed an understanding of key techniques, PD programs need to support them to embed changes into practice. Providing prompts and cues, such as by giving reminders in staff meetings or via emails, can help to remind teachers to continue to use key techniques. Action planning also makes it more likely that teachers will use techniques they have learned. Action plans should consider how and when techniques will be used, as well as how often these will be repeated. Teachers should also be encouraged to monitor their own performance, such as by using reflective journals to record their actions toward a specific goal and reflect on the success of them. Finally, research suggests that repeating the same action in the classroom at least twice can support teachers to embed new techniques into practice. Research found that the more mechanisms a PD program has, the more likely it is to lead to a sustained change in teacher behaviour and to positively impact student learning outcomes. Research also emphasises the importance of including at least one mechanism from each of the 4 groups. Where one of these groups is missing, PD is less likely to be successful. For example, if a PD program includes mechanisms to build knowledge, motivate teachers, and develop teaching techniques, but does not embed practice, it is likely that change will not be sustained and the teachers will revert to previous practices. This means that when designing or selecting PD programs, it is important to carefully consider the mechanisms, remembering it is not just the number of mechanisms which is important, but also whether there is at least one mechanism from each of the 4 different groups. To support teachers and school leaders to use this evidence, Evidence for Learning has resources to help plan and select PD that has a balanced design as well as a full guidance report. These can be downloaded for free by visiting our website at e4l.org.au/professional-development.